Sitting directly in the path of conflict in the 1860s, Middletown was an eyewitness and active participant in the Civil War. From 1861 to 1865, Middletown, like much of the state of Maryland, was divided in loyalty. The town has been close to some of the deadliest battles ever seen at nearby South Mountain, Antietam, and more. The entire town heard the sounds of battle and felt its terrible aftermath, witnessing firsthand the sorrows and loss of family, friends, and neighbors. Residents also suffered economically during the war, losing crops and livestock, provisions, and more to the Confederates as they advanced through this valley. Artillery, supply wagons, and thousands of troops from both the Confederacy and the Union marched through Middletown on the National Road, to and from battles and several local skirmishes. Just as it serves today for travelers and visitors, Middletown sits at a strategic crossroad. In 1862, Confederate Commander Robert E. Lee marched most of his army through Middletown during the first invasion of the North. Union Commander George B. McClellan pursued after discovery of Lee's plans, rushing through Middletown to seize the gaps where they would travel at nearby South Mountain. General McClellan took advantage of the tall steeple of the Christ Reformed Church to watch the fighting unfold and used it as a signal station during the Battle of South Mountain. As the Union troops advanced, Confederate General Jeb Stuart burned the covered bridge over Catoctin Creek at the Kugel Farm. Miraculously, the Kugel's home was spared, but the blacksmith shop, barn, and other buildings were damaged by flames that spread from the burning bridge. Wounded were brought here and cared for in many town buildings. Christ Reformed Church and Zion Lutheran Church became hospitals, as did many of the town's schools, homes, and barns. Former U.S. President Rutherford B. Hayes served as commander of the Union's 23rd Ohio Volunteer Infantry. Wounded in battle at nearby South Mountain, he was taken to the home of Jacob Rudy in Middletown. Officers often were treated in private homes at their own expense, while enlisted men found treatment in various public buildings. Hayes's wife, Lucy, visited her husband and helped treat other wounded soldiers in Middletown. The town was even held for ransom by Confederate General Jubal Early, who demanded $5,000 in provisions from the town or he would burn it down. The Civil War touched Middletown in profound ways. Today, the town retains much of the character it had during the war. Mountain views have been protected to ensure preservation of the South Mountain battlefield, and we invite you to take a walk down our main street for other glimpses into our fascinating Civil War history.